Now we are live.
Hi guys.
Hello.
We're live?
Yeah, that was a little
Are we
hectic.
live?
Yeah. I've checked
That
Facebook.
skipped through pretty quick.
Yeah, it did. Time flies when you're having fun. Or not watching the countdown.
Can you send me that the link for the comments?
Oh yeah. Okay. First of all, tonight we are doing Subaru frequently asked questions. So the stuff that, well, you guys really keep asking us all the time. Maybe not you guys in particular watching, but people in general ask us all the time, and we answer over and over and over and over and over
again. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah. So look, let's bring up the chat.
They can't hear you. Someone said they can't hear you.
Oh really? Desktop sound, desktop sound. How about now? Am I audible?
I don't know.
I'm not saying anything. I should probably actually say something.
I might need the link as well so I can see if they reply. I just noticed that on Facebook someone said can't hear you.
Yeah. I will get this link to send through to you. Probably should have had that organised beforehand, eh?
You'd think we'd sort out all these things, eh?
We'd think after 9 weeks we would have sorted this out by now. Although, sorry, it's only been, what, this is the 4th one by
this style, yeah.
What's it called? Zoom?
Restream.
Video
Zoom
conferencing.
Restream. Yeah.
That one.
Where we're not sitting beside each other.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't feel too bad.
We have no feedback. Can anyone hear us? Hi.
Hero. Oh, I know how I can do it. Hang on.
How?
Yeah, no, we can.
Yeah?
Audio's back. Yeah.
Did we not have audio before though? Wait, if I go back to this...
Wait.
Do we have audio now? I feel like we should have audio now. Wait, you say something.
We definitely have audio.
What about right now?
Yeah, we got sound now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just right at the start. Okay, cool. Hey look, we have a question already. From Sean. Do we have any Subaru Liberty RS stuff? I don't believe so, no. Do we?
No, it all went.
Yeah, it all went when we wrapped up wrecking. Sorry.
We got it all, the main person who snaked it all was Philip.
Yes.
Philip was very good. He snaked out all the RS stuff.
All the Gen 1 stuff. Wait. Alright, cool. That's better. Wait. Alright. So, before we go any further, can I cross-promote now or not yet?
Yeah, go for gold.
Cool. Alright, so if you look in the bottom... Which side are we? This side. This side, the bottom corner. This live stream is produced by the Dot Mill, which is nobody in particular except us. That's not an external company. That's not somebody else who does this. That's our own tech side of the business. So, we thought we'd give this a go. We're not doing this on this live stream, but starting probably Monday. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be organised enough to do it tomorrow. So let's go with Monday. Monday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. We are implementing what we are calling happy hour. I think we should call that tech happy hour, just to be clear. So, tech happy hour with the Dot Mill. Which is basically you can call in on a Zoom call like this. So we will see you, you will see, well, me, and we will answer your tech questions 100% for free. And to do this, all you need is a drink, which, look, I have a cup, I have a drink. I don't actually drink alcohol and probably shouldn't be doing that at work anyway, so, you know, this is gonna have to do. So grab a drink, and then sit down with us and talk to us about your tech problems. Well, talk to me about your tech problems, and we'll see if we can fix them in the space of an hour. So however many questions we get through in an hour is how many we'll do. I guess if we have time, we might run a little bit longer, but the idea is it's supposed to be happy hour. So, cheers.
Yeah, I didn't even ask. Do you want me involved in that? Because I can be there too. I know some techie stuff. I can just sit there and look cool for an hour.
You don't have to be. I don't know. We'll talk about it afterwards and see what you want to do. Yeah. Cool.
But yeah. So.
Oh, Lincoln asks, "What do you guys drive?"
I drive a car. No, I've got a H6 Liberty, 2006 model, which, funnily enough, you asked, I'm looking at selling. So if anyone wants to,
there's your
hit us
cross
up, I'll probably
promotion.
sell it for about, cross promotion. Thanks for that. About $6,000 is all I'm asking. So 6-speed manual. You can look on my page to see photos and stuff of it. Just hit us up. But yeah, Nathan, what do you drive? Wait, am I looking the right way? I always get confused at this.
Oh, yep, that way. Yes, you are. In that case, I drive a what year model is it? 2001, I think, Subaru Outback. Nothing exciting. It's been our parts runner for years. Yeah, it's got its own motto, which is just it's the Outback. Nobody cares. We just chuck whatever in it and go. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's been beaten up.
Oh yeah.
We've had a few episodes where we've shown it with the motor pulled out.
Oh yeah.
Tail shaft and
oh yeah.
all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
So
we should think about happier things and talk about happier things.
Happier things. Well, yeah. Yeah. Someone buy my car and I'll be really happy.
Yeah, there is that.
But yeah, no. Let's put this into 2 screens so I can see stuff a bit better. Rightio, there we go. Okay, so that's no more Liberty RS stuff. Yes, we are back for Lincoln.
Whoa.
Yeah, Lincoln was the one who asked.
Hang on.
What do you guys drive?
I just messed up our sizing completely. And we're back to normal. My bad. Let's not do that again, huh? I was just trying to get our questions up somewhere visible.
Rohan said, at this point, it's more of a parts car than a parts runner. I'd agree with that.
I still drive it.
Like, we did take the rear tailgate off for a mate's car and stuff like that, so...
Yeah, okay. I can see your point there.
Lincoln says put a turbo on that H6 and be more happy. Like, my issue with that, like that was a plan for a very long time, was to turbocharge it or supercharge it.
Yeah.
My issue is the amount of money it costs to turbocharge a H6.
Oh yeah, that's horrendous.
I could go out and buy a car that would walk it all day, every day. So it's like, I'd rather buy something that's already a good base, that I can spend $5,000 that'll make it stupidly quick, than spend 10 plus grand on a Subaru that is going to be fun to drive. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've driven turbo. I have driven, like, not turbo, but I've driven a supercharged H6, and it was fun. Anthony asks, anyone got GC8 seats?
Does he have access to our list? Or was he the one who keeps asking?
No, he was one of the ones who asked me.
Oh, right. Okay.
What is the next car you would like after the Lib? Well, there's 2 that I'm looking... Well, there's a car that I'm looking at. Like, I'm looking at a few different styles. Like, one's rear-wheel drive turbo. So, one's actually a twin-turbo Soarer. But if a GC8, like a turbo GC8 came up for the right price, I would get back into that. Because that's a car that I definitely miss.
Is anyone out there selling one?
Yeah, is anyone selling a cheap WRX GC8? Because if I sell my H6 and it's for the right price, I will jump on it. I'm looking at you, Anthony. Sell me your GM8 for $5,000.
$50.
But mates rates.
That's why I said $50.
Jack says, then I'll go back to Lincoln.
Okay, Jack says, if you guys had to do first mod to a Forester XT, what would you do?
04, I'd go for a bigger top mount.
Forester XT, they're fairly comfortable already and fairly smooth. Well, that one that you drove anyway.
Yeah, my issue is they've got the small intercooler.
I'd probably change the head unit.
Oh,
does that count?
I guess technically it counts.
Okay. No, actually, modification-wise, I'd probably lower it.
Okay, so wait, where are we? Yeah, lowering for a Forester would be good.
Wait, did everyone just hear my Windows notification sound?
I didn't hear it, but
Okay, I
the
think
chat
that
is
may
going
have
off
been on the
tonight.
live
Holy
stream.
dooly. So where have we got? We got. So yeah, the next car, the Sora. A few of my mates have said that as well. Lincoln said Sora's are AIDS. Yes, get a GCA, please. The Sora wouldn't be a permanent keeper, if that makes sense. Someone in this chat.
Hey, Anthony agrees with me. He said lower it.
Yeah. One of my mates who's in this chat now straight up said dropping into a Hilux, which would be a future plan. Like, the price this guy's asking for the Sora is cheap enough to warrant buying just for the motor and box. But until I have enough money to do a conversion, I'd run the Sora. Where are we at next? That was that. Anthony's replying to Anthony. Can you send me photos for Rohan's seats, I'm assuming?
No, Rohan was replying to Anthony.
Yeah, no, then Anthony replied to Rohan.
Yeah.
Can you send me photos? Then Lance asks, why is Lincoln's car a Nugget? What car's Lincoln got?
I don't know. We need to find out. To the Facebooks.
Lincoln.
Well, we could just ask Lincoln, what do you drive? That's probably more interesting
drive,
than us Facebook
How much of a Nugget is it? I don't know. Stalking's fun.
If it's a 24 pack for $10, I'm in.
What?
Nugget. Dad joke. Don't worry about it. I'm looking. It looks like a bug eye.
Has he replied?
Bug STI.
Oh, yes, Bug STI.
300 kilowatts. Sick.
Dude, Bug STI is a gangster.
Yeah, we both had Bug STIs.
Yeah, you're definitely calling a Bug STI. Yeah. Yeah. Bugs are great.
That's cool.
Oh, that is a clean looking car too.
Hey, it's Justin. Hi, Justin.
Oh, are we going to mention we had a win with that?
Yeah, why not? You want to talk about that
as
one?
far as I'm aware, jumping to Justin's thing is last week we were talking to Justin
about
common issues.
Week. Yep.
And Justin had an issue with his car not running right. But as far as I'm aware from messages I saw in 3P, I believe, I think he was messaging us, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, it appears that it was a coil pack that he stole off his sister's car.
Yeah. Didn't we say borrow the math off his sister's car, not the coil pack?
Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
ARP Dom. Hang on. Have you been tuned by Lincoln Tyre says ARP 625s, Dom 1.5 7cm with the water to air wound up. That sounds like a Warwick kind of car. I don't know about you, but that sounds.
Yeah, water to air.
Water to air 1.5.
Yeah.
Did you take your car to WRXs by any chance? Because lots of our mates run roughly the same. Yeah, he copied Warwick. I was going to say I've got a few mates who run pretty much the exact same setup that got it off Warwick. Justin says borrowed the math, didn't fix it, so he stole the coil pack and it fixed it. So
makes sense to me. I just realised I forgot to share our live stream on my personal profile.
Oh, I'm skitching out. Let's try to get in a position where I don't skits out. Lincoln says he's from Wollongong, south of Sydney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. How did you hear about us then? That's a little bit away from us.
No. Yeah, it is.
You might have seen him on Happy Gilmore. Why does Lance sound familiar as well?
TechWorks down in ACT. Wait, Lance, are you
That's
still at
creepy.
TechWorks? I think he's still at. I haven't
Well, it
kept
looks
up.
like he's still at TechWorks.
Okay, cool. Probably
Pretty
should have
good.
checked that first, hey?
Wow.
Okay.
I'm not stalking anyone's Facebooks.
Lincoln said Lance is being smart because he's a pro golfer. That makes sense now.
Lance is normally my WRX encyclopedia. Yeah. He's been there for 8 years. Wow.
That's a long time. That's cool.
That's longer than I've known Nathan. Which was our anniversary a few days ago, if you noticed.
I didn't get a notice for that.
It was like 5 years.
Sweet.
It's adorable. We need to have a celebration, like a virtual cake.
I got a virtual drink.
Yeah, virtual drink. Cheers. Cheers. Happy 5 years.
Sick.
But yeah, so it means I've had, except the car is slow.
Well, after having worked with cars, we know that usually the last cars to get worked on is your own.
Yeah, you tend to leave yours till the death.
Yeah, and then some.
But I feel like we need proof. I feel like they need to.
Oh, he's calling him out.
I don't know how his car would go on a rally sprint. It looks a little clean to do that kind of stuff.
You're probably right. Oh, Darren says hi, guys. Hi, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
Lincoln says he doesn't do corners. That's great. We should probably answer some of these questions, hey? Or address some of these questions. Can I start with the first one?
Yeah, we'll start with the first one. Rightio, so today's stuff's just like a frequently asked question kind of thing. This first one I feel like is a bit of a joke, so I'll let Seto take it away.
It's not a joke. It is the question that we get asked the most over the last few years. And that question, the number one question that we get asked by everybody is, will this fit my Honda? No. Actually, no, sorry, that's incorrect.
They fit other cars, but not Hondas.
No. I went through this with Sharissa beforehand. Yes, it will fit your Honda. In the boot. Whatever the heck you do with it after you buy it from us and put it in there is your own business. That's it. That's all I got.
I feel like that's fair.
You ask a silly question, you get a silly answer. Like, what do you want?
Someone just cheered in my house. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I just
Did they own a Honda?
I don't know. I just heard a huge cheer in the lounge room, and I'm like, okay.
Don't ask any questions.
Yeah. So, hey, Darren.
Darren says, want to swap cars, don't want my Swift anymore. Yes, I will swap cars with you.
Oh, good. I was going to say, hell no.
Not for you. For me, yeah, I'm down.
Yes. Swap for Nathan's Outback. It's quality. Can't confirm.
Rohan.
But
that's great.
A little bit of a carry on for that question. Will it fit my Honda? There's been a few things that shouldn't fit other cars, but they did. Like cold air intakes off Liberties and stuff fit on Hiluxes.
Yeah.
Because they share the same MAF. Like the MAF works in so many different Toyotas. Like one of our mates has a Lexus. Is it IS 200?
I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
200?
And he needed a MAF, and we were able to use the MAF out of a GD in his Lexus because they're the same.
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, the next one would.
Oh wait, hang on. Darren's asking which one.
Oh, because you got two Outbacks.
Well, technically,
Forgot
you've got to
about that
fight my wife for the other one, so you figure that out.
One of the next really frequently asked questions was, would a GD, well, a GD/GC exhaust fit my GC/GD?
So
So like,
going
can you
from one
mix
to
and
the
match
other.
exhausts?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, can you put a GD exhaust on a GC or a GC exhaust on a GD?
Yeah.
Which the answer is yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my answer. Well, the
How do we
exhausts are the
explain
same
this
length.
one? Yeah, they're the same
There's
length, they're the
slight
same
differences.
flanges.
The rear mount for the diff back swaps sides.
Yeah, okay. So wait, let me explain
So
that
if
one
you
in a
look at
little bit more detail for you then. So the rear, the muffler at the rear of the car has 3 hanging points, one on each side of the body of the muffler. They stay the same, but then there's one that attaches to the piping at the back. Is it the piping or is it the muffler itself in the stock one? Pretty sure it's the piping.
If we're talking stock, yeah, it's on the pipe.
Yeah. That hanger is the complete opposite direction between GC and GD. So one goes that way and one goes that way. But if you don't hang that one, then it still hangs by the other two at the rear. So technically, yeah, it'll fit. You can have that hanger changed, or you could
just leave it not hanging there.
Yeah, you could leave it not hanging, which is probably not recommended. Or there are some exhaust systems that we've seen that have hangers both ways, so that you can fit it to either
aftermarket ones
model.
tend to have like a universal mount.
Yep.
But the other thing that's different is, so going from a GD, you can put a GD one onto a GC.
Yeah.
You just got to block off a exhaust bung.
No, wait.
Because they have the extra O2.
No.
Wait, yeah.
Different location.
The O2s change.
Yeah, so in a GC8, your O2 sensor is up the top of the dump pipe, just behind the turbo, and in your GD, it's down the bottom, near the cat.
Yeah. So I know most aftermarket dumps tend to have both.
Yes.
You have one up top and one down low, but if it's an old school one where it was designed for a GC8, you're only going to have the one up top.
Yep.
So that's something you need to be careful of.
Yep. But mind you, that being said,
fix that.
I'm pretty sure people have put GC8 exhausts on GDs and just put the O2 sensor where they are in the GC8s, and it still worked.
Yeah. And another big thing you're going to be careful of.
You can't go the other way though, because the GC8 O2 sensor wiring is too short to go down the bottom.
Yeah. Another thing you got to be careful of is the steering knuckles.
Oh yeah.
With the GDs, they have a much larger steering knuckle than the GCs. So like the SCI GDs have a nice small knuckle, but the normal WRXs don't. So they tend to foul on dump pipes a lot. Like I've seen people who have bought a brand new, like I think it was X-Force, and they've had to beat the dump pipe just to clear the steering knuckle, which isn't a good thing.
Yeah, people do some crazy stuff to make stuff fit.
Yeah. We'll jump to the next question. John asks, SF exhaust on an SG also high? Hi, John.
Hi.
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like it would. I can't remember how different the body shape is.
Oh wait, sorry. The other thing, even between GDs, I'm pretty sure the Hawkeyes have the O2 sensor in a different location as well. Like again, to the earlier GDs. I think it's post-cat.
I haven't played with many Hawks.
Pretty sure it's post-cat.
Post.
Whereas the earlier GDs, so the bugs and the blobs, bug eyes, blob eyes, they were pre-cat. Unless it's the other way around. That's why when you knock. Either way, I'm pretty sure they're reversed.
But for John's question,
I think it's a similar thing to that, but it depends. I think your late SF is probably the same.
It's gonna match.
I think.
Yeah. So the fact that yours is a my one, like yours is the newer the later generation SF5.
Yeah.
you're probably going to have better luck trying to fit it on. No.
Yes.
I don't know what just happened. But yeah, which kind of also leads me into the next question, which is, will a GD GC exhaust fit on my Forester?
Okay, this one's harder. Do you want to do this one, or do you want me to do this one?
I would say no, not straight up. Like, yes, all the mounting points and everything are the same. The only issue is there's a space. It's about 2 inch or an inch difference in length, which is something you need to get fixed. Which places, like, I know we used to have one floating around at the shop for ages, which was a
spacer.
Just a spacer.
The other thing is
that's pretty much all you need.
It's not just a spacer, though. The rotation of the flanges was slightly different too.
Yeah.
So you can't just bolt up
the
a
other
diff
issue
back.
is the height.
Yeah.
Because it tucks up more.
Yeah.
You got to be careful because the motor has a spacer.
Yeah.
So the exhaust is going to sit closer to the body of the car than on a GC or a GD.
Yep.
Which, if you're making it fit, it shouldn't be too bad, but just be aware that you may get rubbing issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something like we've seen.
Sure. Oh yeah, there was another question posted on the announcement post. I just remembered, seeing as we're talking about Foresters. Aaron Bellamy asked, thoughts on 2008 Forester XS manual for 6K with roadworthy certificate, 179,000 Ks. Hang on, just let me tag him and tell him that we are answering his question on the live stream right now. How far into the stream are we? Just in case he wants to look back, we are at... I don't even know how to tell.
OBS.
Around 29 minutes. Alright, so
wow,
around
really
the 29 minute mark. So, I know your thoughts. 2008 Forester XS manual for 6,000 with roadworthy certificate and 179,000 Ks. I assume no rego.
It's hard to say without seeing pictures or knowing how reputable the roadworthy place is. Because it's getting a roadworthy, unless you get it checked out by your guys, like someone you know and trust, it's always questionable.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some pretty dodgy places to do roadworthies.
Okay, let's assume that the roadworthy is legitimate then.
If it's legit, it doesn't sound too bad. XS, is that NA?
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
2008 model, lowish Ks for a Forester. I'd say it's fairly fair.
Yeah. I don't think that sounds too bad.
No, it sounds half decent.
And it's manual. They're not easy to come by anymore.
Yeah, especially not manual. Foresters, lots of Foresters are automatic.
Yeah.
Because comfort and just cruises.
Yeah.
But yeah, so GC exhaust will fit a Forester with modification.
Yeah.
But then the other thing that I probably should have added there whilst we were talking about exhaust is with the Liberties, the wagons and sedans are different. The muffler needs to be longer on the Gen 4s.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the exhaust is roughly the same size. Well, the exhaust dimensions all bolt up the same. It all sits the same.
We still have a Gen 4 exhaust here.
Yeah, there you go. See, cross promotion.
Hey, if anyone needs an NVIDIA dump pipe, too much tech talk. NVIDIA dump pipe and an X-Force catback exhaust system, 3-inch turbo back for their post facelift or your PFL. Subaru GT,
PFL.
Subaru Liberty GT, sorry, Gen 4. We have one. And at this point, just
We'll sell
throw
to
me
you
an offer
cheap.
because I really am sick of looking at it. Okay, John said, to be honest, I kind of miss the auto fuzz life, but then I also don't. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd go living with an automatic all day, every day. Like if I was driving in the city and that, I probably could understand it.
Yeah.
But I don't drive in the city enough to really warrant just having an automatic. Like I
Yeah.
just like the feel of having a manual.
Justin said NVIDIA GeForce cap pack.
Wait, is that what you said?
No, I said
Instead
NVIDIA
of, you
instead
did
of
say
NVIDIA
X-Force?
though, and then I corrected myself. I said it was an
Yeah, but did you
NVIDIA
say
dump pipe
X-Force?
and then X-Force cap back.
Oh, so it is pretty close about what he said, yeah?
Yeah.
NVIDIA GeForce. I like that call.
Yeah.
That's a good call, Justin. Owen Atkin, have you guys ever seen a Subaru XT/Vortex before? Yes. Yes, I have. I've seen a few.
Which one's the XT? Or you mean a Vortex XT?
Well,
So
they're the same
turbo
kind of
Vortex.
generation. Yeah. Like,
I haven't seen one in the flesh. Seen plenty of photos.
if you go to, oh wait, it's probably not on anymore. Cars and Coffee at
Yeah, that's not on, man.
Jindalee.
Nothing like that
Yeah,
is
the
on.
Cars and Coffee at
We're not
Jindalee
even
used to
on.
have a Vortex
Yeah.
show up pretty much every Cars and Coffee.
Cool.
It's a very cool and unique car to look at in person. Like you'll be walking past and you won't even see it.
Cool.
I
Hey, it's
believe
Neil.
that's Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
He says
He
he'll
said he'll
message us
message
for the exhaust. Cool. All right. And he's watching us on
Currently
big
watching you
TV.
on my big TV.
Sweet. Well, in that case, then, big thumbs up. Seriously,
So I feel
how
like
big is
I'd be
this on
like-
your screen?
I feel like I'd be life size then, depending how big the screen is.
True. Very true.
But yeah, Owen, they're a very, very cool looking car in person. Like another car I used to like looking at in person, like the photos don't really do justice, are the SVXs. 75-inch, jeez.
Yeah, you are life size then, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely life size.
All right, what's our next
yeah,
question? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the SVX is just another car that photos don't do justice to. Like the Vortex and the SVXs, it's one of those cars where when you're in person, you can see all the lines better and just all the unique style features Subaru came up with back in the day, which I feel like they've lost. I don't know about you. Like they had so many unique, quirky things, whereas these days it's
they all look
how
the
many
same.
cup holders can I fit in my car?
Oh, on the inside, yeah. Yeah, nah.
So Neil says he brought it instead of his fridge. Yeah, that's fair. Priorities, man. You can't watch a fridge
Well,
unless you get a fancy fridge that has a TV.
If you get an Internet of Things fridge, you probably could, or an IoT fridge.
Yeah. Or you get one of those fridges that have a screen in it, like that has a fridge inside a fridge, where like you can touch it and it'll show you what's inside the fridge. Yeah, dude, there's some trippy fridges these days.
I need to find out
It's got like a fridge inside the door.
Yeah, I need to find out about this.
So it's like a fridge for the fridge.
That's cool.
The next one's one that I had lots of people who didn't know Subarus question about because I came across lots of mix and match.
Even a lot of people ask, like even a lot of Subaru people ask this one.
Yeah, is there a difference between the black and grey top coil packs?
Yes.
So if you've played with Subarus a lot, you've noticed that in the GDs you had black coiled packs where it was literally just all black, or you had the grey tops where just the top of it was grey. The answer is yes. They've got different dwell times, so the way it sparks and everything is different. And it's a big thing. You don't mix and match them because your car runs like absolute garbage. Like I had a customer come in where he just had it tuned by a shop that didn't even know that there was a difference. I don't even think they looked. But yeah, there was two of each, and it was all mixed and matched. And we swapped them around, and when we had a full matching set, it ran fine. The customer was so happy. But yes, it's a big thing. If your car has black tops, put black tops in. Unless you're getting tuned, then you let your tuner know that you've swapped coil packs around, just to be safe.
Some people might not even know, so check that one if you're going to do anything like have it tuned, or even if your car's not running right, check that all four match. Like if you think that someone's had to play around in there before, if you've got the car recently, if you haven't worked on the car before, anything like that. If someone has said that they've, like your mechanic or something has said they've replaced the coil pack with the second-hand one, check that it
just
matches. Make sure. Yeah. Well, sorry, that and the car's running funny. Yeah.
Because as you see with what Justin had said, it's a coil pack can cause a lot of issues. So if it's not right, you could be chasing your tail for ages. It's not that hard to look down and see what it is. And they're not really hard to diagnose if there's a fault with them either. Because like I said, you can unplug them, and then when you unplug it, it doesn't, like the idle doesn't change. Just swap stuff around and see if the mist changes. Yeah, so that's one. I'll let you ask the next one because I feel like this was a fairly controversial one from back in the day.
Alright, is a GC8 ECU tunable? Which we've had a lot of people ask. Okay, let's just go with the short answer and go with no. Most of the time, under most circumstances, it isn't. The one exception was the 99-2000 ECU. Could be tuned, how do I explain this? Using one piece of software or one particular tuning thing. Yeah. I don't think they even chipped it.
Oh.
I think they flashed it.
I knew you could, as far as I knew, you could chip the GC8 ones.
Yeah, any of them I'm pretty sure you can chip. I think the very early ones, so like version 1, 2, may have actually had to have been flashed, like using a ROM flasher and then put in. So you take the chip out, you flash the chip using a flash writer, and then take it out and put it back in the ECU and put the ECU back in the car, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you can plug in and tune it.
It's not something we used to recommend.
Yeah.
Like with the GC8, if you wanted to tune it, it was...
Oh wait, sorry.
Go for like a piggyback or full standalone.
Yeah, sorry. There's two options now for the 99-2000 GC8. So the first one that I was talking about and had thought about was one that's been around for ages, which is ECU Tech, but only ECU Tech dealers can deal with that or touch that or perform any of the black magic involved getting that worked and tuned and do anything with that. And the other one was
ECU wrecked.
Yeah, and the other one was ECU Labs, which are based in France, but I haven't heard anything about them for a while now.
Yeah, that one you used to have to send your ECU over to them.
Yeah, have it chipped and then they send it back.
Do some weird stuff and send it back.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still around anymore or if anyone's still using that. Yeah, not sure.
I'll
but
quickly jump to what Darren said. Darren said, "Hey guys, I'm out of here. Bedtime." Night, Darren. Good chatting with you, man.
Bye.
I'll come back to your question in a second, Bear, as well.
And Neil's got a comment. We'll come back to that one as well. Actually, I will address that shortly. So, basically, long story short, no, your GC8 ECU is not flash tunable, at least not from factory and not easily. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
No. Just put an aftermarket ECU in.
Yeah, or piggyback.
Or at least a piggyback. Like, a piggyback is fine. Like, uni chips from, like, the place we used to recommend all the time was C&J.
Yeah.
Like, they're a dealer for uni chips. And if you're not pushing for major power,
they'll do the job.
If you've just changed your exhaust and put on a bigger turbo or something, that's all you need.
The problem with piggybacks is essentially the way that it works is it intercepts, and Haltech's called theirs the interceptor. It intercepts between your ECU and the engine. So it'll either it'll take what's being sent to the ECU and then change it, and then it'll get what's coming back from the engine and then change it back into the ECU. I'm pretty sure that's how it works anyway. It intercepts and it changes, which is all well and good to get the results.
I don't think Caltex are interceptors anymore, though.
No, they're not.
Are they still?
They used to be.
No.
But that's how it used to work. I'm pretty sure that's how piggyback chips still work, I would imagine. But the problem with that is nothing's really then monitoring the safety, because your piggyback chip is telling your ECU everything's fine all the time, or potentially.
Yeah.
So you may not necessarily get the best safety and the best readings, but if you're only making minor changes, it's probably not overly that bad. But that's your downside to the piggyback chip.
Yeah, all the piggyback does, though, as well, is just fueling in air. You can't really mess with anything cool, like a launch control or anything like that.
Injectors oh, wait, no, that's fuel.
Air and fuel.
Yeah.
That's all they really mess with, so it's like I said, it's only for basic mods. Like I said, bigger exhaust, bigger turbo, because all you want to do is add more fuel and let the computer know there's more air.
Yep.
So, but if you're going for like a motor swap and everything, that's when you want to get a standalone so you can do everything.
Yes. Further up,
get rid of the math.
Further up, Neil mentioned GDs. GDs are when your stock ECUs become tunable. By the way, we're talking about turbo models here. I'm not sure about non-turbo GDs. Don't bother tuning it anyway, because it's not going to do you any good. Just leave that sucker alone.
That's one of the questions. How do I make power out of my NA?
Gosh. Yeah, no, you sell it and you buy a turbo. That's your best bang for buck option to make power out of your NA. Which is technically to make dollars out of your NA to put towards a proper turbo car. Otherwise it gets very expensive.
GD ECUs are most definitely tunable. Yeah. The GD turbo ECUs can get tuned. Yeah. Because both me and Nathan's had 2 cars with the stock ECU tuned. I've had 1.
Yep.
We both had chip cars as well. You've had a Unitip, I've run a Haltech.
Yep.
So, like, for what we've needed it for,
it's been fine.
Just putting it out there, the GD stock ECU is incredible.
Like, you can do a lot with
Carberry, you can. So if anyone's seen my launch control videos or anything like that, that's all on the stock ECU.
Yep.
So you got plenty of fun.
Yep.
I'll quickly answer Bayer's one.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to nerd out for a second here.
Yeah.
But I think you're best qualified to answer this one.
I'll be honest, man. I really like the ones I have.
They're the Kingston.
I'm not trying to be. Yeah, I got a set of Kingston HyperXs. These cost me I think they're about $170, $180 at the moment. These are absolutely awesome, man. Like, it depends also on what you're using it for. You game PC gaming or console.
Rohan is mentioning the Sennheiser GSP 300s, and Neil has mentioned the Turtle Beach 700. So
because if you're console gaming, Turtle Beaches and those are pretty good for console.
I'd say it's probably like a matter of personal opinion. If you can go somewhere where you can listen to a bunch of them and see which one you like the best. Oh, it's for PS4.
Well, the other thing so the issue, I was going to say do what I did, but you can't really do what I did anymore.
What'd you do?
I went into a computer shop and I'm looking for a set of a headset, and they
No, you can't do that right now.
Yeah, I walked in and they pretty much went, well, considering all of us use the HyperXs, I think that's a good sign. I'm just like, okay, so if all these guys have access to all these different headsets, and they chose these ones,
that's probably a pretty good sign.
Like,
all right. If you've seen Playtech's video, you could try and get the free samples. You know the video I'm talking about, yeah?
That's hilarious. But yeah, no, it really depends. because, like I said, console headsets are slightly different to PC.
Yeah.
Like, I know most console players run, it's like, what is it? It's not ROG, it's something like ROG.
Razer?
They're weird, really. No, not Razer. Well, some of them run Razer. But yeah, there's a certain brand of headset that like all the console gamers use. Just because like my little brother has it, you can like pop the earpieces off and everything.
Yep.
But
No idea then.
he's not here. Best thing about is just Google. Like Google, or you look up YouTube.
Yeah.
Because that's
Look
how.
at reviews.
I just look up reviews and just search different reviews. So like look up the few that we've mentioned. So the Sennheisers, the Turtle Beach, and the HyperXs. Like these are HyperX Cloud 2s. Because like I said, for $170, there's not much. Is it Corsair Spence? No, there's another brand.
It's going to drive you nuts. Go look it up. Stickman asked.
It is going to drive me nuts.
Well, I'll go
What's
back
he
a bit.
missed?
Stickman asked,
Nothing.
what he missed. What did you miss? No, wait. I want to use this opportunity to again cross-promote that we are doing Tech Happy Hour with the Dot Mill starting next week. Every day, well, Monday to Friday, between 3 and 4 p.m. So, grab a drink and then come and sit down and ask your tech questions because we are answering them via Zoom call on live stream for free.
Damn it, Neil, why do you have to be so efficient?
Rig? Is it Rig?
That's the exact brand I was looking for.
I have never heard of that brand. Hey, this is probably because I'm not a gamer.
Oh, they're Planetronics. They're the same as yours. They're just called rigs. So they're Planetonic rigs.
Same as what? Mine?
Aren't the ones you have on now Planetonics?
No, these are Sennheiser. And they don't have a headset. Like, these are just headphones.
Yeah, so both Rohan... Yeah, so what Alex said is right as well. The Corsairs are pretty bloody good as well.
Yeah. Oh wait, I think Stickman said his wife has the HyperX.
Yeah, like
Evidently
I really like mine. Like I've had HyperXs. What's the other brand I had? Steel Series. Steel Series are pretty good. But the other thing is, it depends how serious you want to get. Like if you're wanting to hear everything, you really have to pay. Like you're not going to get good quality if you spend $100.
Yeah.
When it comes to headsets, the more you spend, the better the headset's going to get.
Yep.
So like looking at RIG, like their most expensive one's like $200. So it's like,
That's not bad.
I haven't had much to do with the Asterix Pros.
Yeah, no idea. Anyway, shall we move on to the next question?
Yeah. With that, Bayer, come back on Monday. Cross promote against Seto. Boom. Cross promotion for Monday.
Tech Happy Hour. Come have a drink. Sit down, have a drink. Let's talk tech. Except we'll probably have to get you in for that one because you're the gamer.
Well, yeah. If you want to ring up, that's what I mean. That's why I feel like it might be fun me just sitting here helping out as well.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So
I haven't finished the plan and set up for that yet. It's just, it was an idea and now I'm running with it and now I'm head deep in it, so it's going to happen.
So yeah, give us a buzz on Monday for, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays.
Ooh, Rohan reckon RIGs don't last.
I'm not a fan of them.
Okay.
But like I said, they're a very light headset and they're very modular for someone who's playing console that wants to just relax and pretend like there's nothing there. Like you can throw those up against the wall, they'll fall apart, but then you can pop them back together. So I feel like they'd be good for Bale.
Cool.
No. So the next one, are we right to continue on, guys? We all good with that?
Okay, wait. I'm going to cut this down, so we're only going to do 2 more questions, like from the list. I've just sent those to you, so we'll do these 2, and then we'll just cut it off after that.
Which AA run is that?
Good question.
I feel like Stickman's saying no to moving on, which kind of looks like that's the answer. Anyway.
Wait, sorry. That's the pre-planned questions. We'll still answer any questions that people want to ask.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if you didn't notice on the thumbnail for this video, Nathan knew that there was going to be more than one video, so it's FAQs number 1.
Yeah.
So we don't know if we'll do this again next week.
I was just looking at the other two, and I think we should do those other two like as their own episode kind of thing, as their own live stream, because they're such big topics.
There's a lot more than just 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know which Aaron it is. I have a feeling.
I'm trying to find out.
It may be Bellamy. Was it Bellamy?
Yeah.
The one with the red GC.
Yeah, he was the one asking about the 2008 Forester XS.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what I said. I said his first and last name.
Yeah, but I'm not a genius, alright? I forget things as fast as I hear them. Yeah, it is. Sweet. Yeah, he'd know.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh, Palmer.
What?
Just Josh. I'm sorry.
Oh, because of what happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
It deserves
Rest in
a drink.
peace. I ran out. Just like. Oh, wait, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop. We're good.
How quick do you drink drinks? You
Um.
slam them down.
Well, yeah, I don't drink alcohol, so usually, really quick. Should I go get
what were
another
you
one?
looking up? Okay, no, we have confirmation of this Bellamy. So
yeah, that's what I was trying to find out.
Yeah, Aaron knows PCs as well, so he knows, and consoles.
Yes.
So, oh, rarest WRX.
Oh, that's right. 22B.
I miss that.
It's a WRX STI. It still counts as a WRX, right?
Yeah. You reckon it's the rarest though?
Well, yeah, what's going to be rarer than that?
The P2s.
That wasn't a WRX.
Yeah, what?
P2. P1 was. P2 wasn't.
Yeah, the P1. The P1 is what I meant. Like the one that we researched for Rohan.
Yeah, but technically was that...
P1 was...
Was that...
Well, it's still a Subaru.
Yeah, but it's not a factory Subaru.
Made in Japan.
Yeah.
No, it was. Like, it was designed for Europe. It just wasn't designed for anywhere else.
Did Subaru sell that?
I believe Subaru. It was a Subaru.
Wait, what about the ones in Japan then? Are the ones in Japan imported like back from Europe?
They're being imported.
Oh wow.
The P1s, as far as I'm aware, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, pretty much any of the GC8 STIs.
How many of the
up to the
ProDrives
22B?
were there?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Pretty much, I feel like any GC8 STI, like JDM STI, would probably be classified as the rarest.
Don't say that. Do you know how many of those have been cut up?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they were all numbered.
No, they weren't.
Like weren't they?
No. They had V limited models.
2000s.
That was only in Australia. In Japan, they weren't numbered. The Type RA limiteds and V limiteds or whatever they were numbered. Yeah. But even those were numbered out of 2000.
Yeah. So probably like a 22B then I'd say.
But depends.
Yeah, you'd have to go 22B.
How many ProDrive P1s were made?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even though like you've got your other models that are numbered, like your version 5 and 6 over here, that was only numbered in this country, not in others.
Yeah,
whereas
there was
the 22B numbers are global. There's only that many globally.
Oh, what's the rarest WRX we had come through the workshop? Jimmy's.
Yep, Jimmy's for sure.
Yeah, like so that was a version 7 STI Type RA.
Yep.
Like we did have a Spec C that Nathan cut up from Japan, but the fact that Jimmy's one was the only one registered in Australia. Like that's it. Yeah. You couldn't find another one of those registered on the road.
Yeah.
Legally, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the number one in Australia, there was no other car like it. So yeah, genuine roof vent. It was everything.
Yes.
And yeah, there's no question in my mind or heart that is the rarest car we had in the shop.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yep. No doubt about it.
And that's not including all the sentimental value. It's just if you bought that car, you had the only one in Australia.
Yeah.
It was street registerable. So no one could go, yo, I've got the exact same car as you. You could just sit there and go, no, you don't.
Yeah, no, you don't.
There's no way.
Nope.
Like in other countries, it wouldn't have been as rare.
Yeah.
But being the only one in Australia, not many people can say that about their cars. So, which is why, even though it was a golf ball and completely stripped out, we
Yep.
still had someone buy it to
Yep.
bring it back to life.
Yep.
Because there is only one.
Yep.
So, and yes, that is why we keep chasing away from the S2.
No, the S201s deserve to be cut up. They're ugly. Take them away.
So am I.
Oh.
Basing all the questions tonight. What's your guys' favorite WRX? Jimmy's.
Pretty much any GC8, I think.
Yeah. Actually, no.
Hmm?
Let's go Anthony's. I'll change it up.
Okay.
The rarest one we've had is Jimmy's. My favorite would be Anthony's. Like,
oh, hey, Rohan has an answer for us. There was only 1,000 ProDrive P1s. Stickman says any that hasn't been owned by Jakeb.
I'll give you that. Hey, but the thing is, no one, except for John, no one has bought a car off me. Oh.
Wait, that's got to be WRX, though.
Not Palmer. Yeah. Yeah, WRX. Yeah, no one's bought any of my WRXs. I've cut them all up. I cut up a genuine STI.
Wait.
Just to spite people.
Is Palmer still in here? Or did he go?
I don't think so. Wait, no, I didn't sell a car to Palmer. I sold a car to another mate. It was already broken. It wasn't WRX, so. But 1,000 ProDrive, so that means. Huh?
Who has that now?
Cam.
Ah, okay.
Race truck.
Yep, cool.
Yeah, so favorite WRX would be like Anthony's 2-door. It's like the forbidden fruit. I look at it, I touch it, I just can't have it.
I ain't touching that one.
So it's kind of like Palmer's car. I never wanted to touch it until.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just a forbidden fruit. So Neil said he sent us a message about that. But let's jump to the next. All P1s were also painted in Sonic Blue.
That doesn't surprise me. Wait, I
Neil's
thought
going
I'd
back to
seen white
watching
ones.
Jobs and Shaw. Might have been aftermarket. Someone painted it.
Yeah, maybe.
So we'll jump to the last two questions now before we get off track again because I don't even know what the time is.
It's only 9:30.
Will GD seats bolt into my GC?
Short answer?
Yes.
Yes.
They fit. They sit slightly higher. And yeah, they fit. The rear seats are a little bit harder. You can make them fit if you bend the base brackets down a little bit. If you don't bend them, the rears will still fit. They just sit a bit high in the back as well. We have lots of customers who have run GD seats in their GCs, including Neil. Before I continue, I'll jump back to Bayer. What's the fastest wrecks you guys have been in? Is it bad? I'm going to say the same person again.
Whose? Jimmy's?
Actually, no, because mine ended up having more power than Jimmy's.
Yeah, it did. Neil, I've just replied to your message.
Mine had more power than Jimmy's compared to when I went in it.
Okay.
So probably... Actually, no, there you go. One of my mates, Jared, he had a GC8. You know, the green one?
Oh,
Straight
yeah.
cut.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
I hate taxes stuff.
How much power
That
did
thing
it have?
would have been lots. Like enough for me to get terrified. But it turns out it's made more power now, so I'm kind of scared about that.
I think the fastest one that I've been in is probably Nathaniel's. Because that was only a couple of months ago.
I haven't been in it since it's made big power.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of my little brother. He's actually been in one that's faster than what I've been in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, he got to go in Sean Larkin's.
Oh, yeah.
Which, at the time, I think had 450 kilowatts of the wheels or something.
Is that back on the road yet?
It was... No, I don't believe so. Yeah, so my little brother's been in a faster Subaru than me, which really sucks. It makes me very sad. Nathaniel or someone fix this. Bayer also said, can you put a 6-speed STI box into an NA? Yes, but why on God's green earth would you do that? The gearbox would be worth like 3 times more than the car itself. And if one of your friends is thinking about doing it, please use your muscles and slap them for me. Because that is one of the most ridiculous questions I've heard. Which kind of works onto one of the questions I did have that we weren't going to answer.
What's that?
Can I put a WRX gearbox into my NA? Because the other issue is they have different style of clutches.
Yeah, we weren't going to cover this.
Yeah, early GC8s have pull style. They have cable clutches, for one.
Yeah. It depends. The newer ones don't.
Early GC8s have cable clutch, which Rohan would know about.
Yeah.
And they're not very strong. But if it hasn't got a cable clutch, they also have push style, which is different to most 6-speeds, which are pull style. So you've got to do a lot more work to convert from push style to pull style, or vice versa. So no. But yeah, GD seats bolt in. The only other thing you got to be careful of is like the airbags. Like sometimes, yes, it might be more comfortable, but you add a lot of weight when you put the big airbag seats in.
Yep.
Another thing that this kind of works on too is Foresters. The Foresters you can put the seats in as well, but the issue is most Foresters have airbags, so you need an airbag seat to go back into the Forester, which get expensive and hard to find. I'll jump back to your question in a second, Anthony. Rohan says, yes, I do. Because, yeah, he snapped the cable. Well, he stretched the cable. He snapped the... Clutch fork. Yeah, Rohan's had terrible luck with his car. Yeah, so Anthony Bayer said, when did Subaru bring out DCCD? If I have that right. DCCD has been around for a very long time. Was it the version 2s that got it?
I believe version 2 was the first one, yeah.
Yeah, so version 2 STIs in Japan had them. The GC8s all had DCCD in the 5-speeds for the JDM ones, correct or no?
Which ones?
Oh, no, not all.
The Type RAs.
GC8s. So the Type RAs all had DCCD.
Type RAs, yeah.
But the 6-speeds only got DCCD in 2005. Well,
Rohan said he didn't.
05.
He didn't?
Oh, it was a bolt that broke.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so DCCD's been around for a long time. Actually, Benny from Benny Custom Works,
Yeah.
put up a rear transfer case that I sent to Nathan the other week, and one of my mates was questioning why it was so expensive, and I'm like, I believe I've seen 3 DCCD GC8 gearboxes, and the 3 I can remember were the one out of your Forester, Nathan,
Yeah.
the one Paul had,
Yeah.
and did Elverdeen have a 5-speed DCCD box?
At one point, yes, he did.
Yeah, and that's in the 5 years I've known Nathan and been playing with Subarus, they're the only 5-speed DCCD boxes I've seen. I don't know if you've seen many more, but that's all I can remember. I had about 3. That's all I can remember ever seeing. The one you
I
had?
think I've seen more than that.
Yeah, but they're a very, very rare box compared to the 6-speed ones. Because I think Benny was asking like $1,000 just for the transfer case.
Gee.
And I had to explain to my mate that, well, it was a case in like the internals for it.
Oh, okay.
But
still, what, 5 speed?
I had to explain to my mate that
5 speed?
Yeah.
I didn't even remember
Because you
what it
don't
was
see
now.
them.
Yeah.
Because the 5 speeds, the early model boxes have the transfer case you can use for DCCD, but they don't have the internals. So, yeah, it's hard to come by a full proper DCCD center for them. What is going on in the group chat, Nathan?
I just told Nathaniel that his car got a mention.
It got mentioned because it's really slow. It needs to make more power. Oh no, he's got the corona. Stop talking to him. He will make us all sick. Anthony Bayer, for making better power, front mount or top mount? If you're pushing big power, you always need to go front mount. Simple as that. Like if you're planning on going big boy power, you're going to have to go front mount. But if you're not chasing huge power, top mount.
Yep.
Or water to air.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the bolt vibrated out and fell out.
Wow. I don't remember that at all.
But didn't you mess up the cable as well, Rohan? I swear you had to get a brand new cable from Subaru.
Stickman says water to air. Not biased.
Yeah, water to air is good. Well, we had someone who had 300 kilowatts with the water to air intercooler set up earlier talking.
Yeah, true.
So.
Can confirm how good water to air is once tuned.
Wait, is his car tuned now?
No, after it's tuned, he can confirm.
Oh.
I think.
Dude, I just got so excited for a second. I'm just like, is it really tuned? I'll come out of my isolation to go for a strap.
I thought you were out today.
Yeah, I was, but I just went to the shops for food.
Oh.
And to drive my car because it was...
McDead.
Yeah, it didn't want to start. And I'm just like, come on. Night Bayer. Like we said though, if you want some more IT kind of questions, or even just to come and have a chat with us because we haven't talked for a while, give us a call on Monday. Like message Seto and organise to come over and talk. Stickman said no, but can come back to me later when it is. So it isn't tuned yet, but it'll get there.
That's what I thought. Neil asks, who's a good tuner down your way? Oh gosh, that's a loaded question. Talk to us more about that privately and see exactly what you're wanting tuned and done, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and who you're wanting to get, like the kind of power, like there's different ones for different things. We got tuners that'll make you power. There's tuners that'll make your car last for freaking 10 plus years. So yeah, message probably a 3P chat, and me and Nathan will chat to you through there.
Yep.
Rohan said, no, I got a new one because it was probably 20 years old.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which is a fair call. Yep. I remember
that conversation now. That was a very long time ago. It feels like a very long time ago.
And Stickman said, oh, when it is, I'll come around and we'll strap. Yeah, I'm down. It's been a long time since I've been able to strap a decent WRX. Have you had a chance to ring up about the pass yet, Nathan?
Nope.
I feel like that's what the question is.
No, we only finally had our account fixed today.
Because he said pass with a question mark. our account has been fixed, Neil, so we will hopefully get that sorted tomorrow.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that whole process. That was a headache. But anyway,
I feel like it would have been a very big headache.
Yeah. Yep.
It's all sorted out again now.
Yes. There was a lot of misunderstandings backwards and forwards, but I think we have it sorted now. Well, it says that
we shall talk about that afterwards.
Yeah.
And what was the final question? Let's jump back to here.
Wait, let's just clarify the one that you were talking about before. The seats, that's the front. The rears are a little bit trickier.
Oh, no, I mentioned that.
Oh, okay, good. Did you?
Yeah, I mentioned that
I must have zoned out for that bit.
Yeah, they fit, but they don't. So if you bend down the bottom tabs of the rear seats, they will fit. But if you don't, they sit about an inch too high. Yep. But they will still fit.
Yep.
So obviously don't go trying to get GG like wagon stuff and put the rear seats into a GC, because no.
Yeah.
If you go sedan to sedan, it kind of will. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I did clarify that. I think it was when you were messaging in the group chat.
Could have been, yeah. That would explain a lot. Okay, so last question. Why am I only getting 7 to 9 pounds of boost? Well, the first answer is this is what I did and how I drove my car for years. You're not putting your foot flat to the floor. That's not a joke either, by the way. When I went to test drive my first WRX that I bought, the owner was telling me, he's like, you got to actually like put your foot flat. So I did, and I'd never driven a turbo car before, never driven a car on full boost. So I did, and it scared the living daylights out of me. So I didn't do that again for about 2 or 3 years. But yeah, other than that, if you're not me, there's a reason why I call myself the Captain Slow of 3P. It's because I am the Captain Slow of 3P.
He's slower than Captain Slow.
I don't know. I reckon James may probably beat me in a race.
James feeds it occasionally.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Neil's got it in 1. Restrictor pill. I feel like we answered this in the common Subaru problems.
We've answered it numerous times.
Yeah,
but it's still
the
one of those.
restrictor pill is probably missing in your vacuum lines between the T-piece and the... Which side is it? Compressor
Turbo
housing,
side.
I think? Yeah, turbo side. Not the actuator side, the other one. Go and get that. Just go and get that from Subaru. They should hopefully be able to look it up on a parts diagram. I think it's no more than $15. If you've replaced your vacuum lines or ever had them replaced, that's probably missing. Go and replace that. Or Neil's
and one of the
thing is,
reasons...
or boost solenoid. That boost control solenoid's the next thing up the line. But they fairly rarely fail.
Die. Unless they're an early model.
Yeah.
But the reason why you need to make sure the restrictor pill is on the compressor side of the T is so that your boost solenoid gets the right reading. Because if you put it on the wastegate side, yes, you're going to hit the right boost because the wastegate is opening later.
Yeah.
But your boost solenoid is going to be getting the wrong message.
Well,
like it's going to have a different vacuum reference.
Somehow
than
just
what
made
your
us bigger
solenoid's
than it was supposed to be.
Really? Does it look cool?
It did, but it was covering up part of the chat, so I fixed it. It's fine. It's probably fine. Please hold while we experience technical difficulties.
But yeah, they that's why you need to make sure it's in the right place as well.
Yes.
Just so it gets the right reading. And don't do what I did when I had a GCA.
Which part?
Move your vacuum. How I moved all the vacuum lines to make more boost. Like it worked.
Don't teach people how to do that. No.
But
no.
I avoided some very important parts, which you shouldn't avoid.
Stickman says it's never fine. It's probably right.
It is fine. It's fine. Just send it. The best way. Well, that's another thing I was laughing about when you were talking about only 9 pound of boost.
What?
If you have a really big turbo, 9 pound of boost is a lot of boost.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Well, there you go. That's another thing. If you kind of going on the same kind of topic, if you put a VF34 in or something like that, realize that 14 PSI on a TD04 compared to a VF34 is a completely different kettle of fish.
Yeah. That's a
Like
good
when you
point.
go for a bigger turbo, the bigger the turbo gets, the less boost you're going to need to make the same amount of power. So don't go putting like having your TDO4 running 18 pound and then put a VF34 on and expect it to do the same with 18 pound. In saying that, like GC8s love that, but don't do that. Get a tune.
Not recommended.
Because that's another thing. Like swapping turbos, you need to get a tune because the power curve's so different. You're going to have fuel where you need fuel and yeah, all that fun stuff.
I don't know if fun's the right word. Yeah, we'll go with fun.
Just send it.
Yeah.
Like Stickman, he needs to run at least 20 pounds in his car.
I'm waiting for a response to that. I think we have talked about this already, haven't we?
We have, but it has to be. Like, there's no two ways about it. The only way I'll accept less than 20 pound is if he has a dual map tune.
Yeah. I hit the cup.
I'm awake now. I don't know what picture that is. It looks odd. Is it a dog?
I think it's a shocked face.
Oh.
Oh, John's back. John says the Foz went from running 12 psi with the TDO4 to 9 psi with the VF30. 12 psi on the VF30 was like night and day.
Yeah. It's crazy. John's Foz goes hard. If you look up his TikTok, there's a video of him with a boost gauge through the... Haven't you seen his TikTok?
No.
He's got a TikTok where like he's holding a boost gauge that's coming out of the bonnet. There's like a copper in front of him.
How did that go? Wait, John, how did that go?
I don't think he got pulled up, but yeah.
That's
yes, he was in his mum's Forester.
Wow. Oh, Stickman says he needs to balance boost and daily. Dual maps.
Well, like I said, dual map. Yeah, dual map. 18 and 22.
24.
24. Yeah, 24. 24 is a good number.
I don't imagine he'll run out of efficiency
they were
before
fine
that with those heads.
But yeah, John's he's got a decent amount of views on that.
Yes! He says, however, I can do dual map on Link. Good.
I'd be very disappointed if you couldn't do a dual map on Link.
Yes.
Wait, are you going flex fuel stick? Because if you go flex fuel, that's an easy way to do high-low boost. Set it up like Nathan had.
I don't know
so
about
when it was
easy.
on 98. No, but you know how automatic. You had your 98... Yeah, but you had your 98 tune as like your get home kind of tune.
Yeah.
Whereas your E85 tune was your power tune.
Yeah. No, he's going 98. 98 only.
For now, guarantee you once your tuner sees it, he'll want to turn it up.
I don't think he has the right injectors or pump for E85, does he? Yeah, C565's on E85. That's what I was thinking.
The video I sent you with that RX 7.
30 PSI on stock internals. That's going to hurt somebody.
Unless it was STI, yeah. But even on STI, that's going to hurt.
That's still a lot for stock internal.
Oh, yeah, he's got big cams too, hasn't he? I forgot here. Wait, is it? Has he got big cams?
I didn't think so.
Stickman. What are 565s?
565cc injectors.
Oh.
It'll be injectors, pump, and some Garrett. Then I'll go E85. Somebody screenshot. Oh wait, this is on live stream. This is on record. It's fine.
That's fine. Well, and the other thing is, we know people who can get Garrett turbos cheap.
Yeah.
And bigger injectors, so it can be arranged. Wait, doesn't he know the do we know?
Yeah.
It can be arranged.
Give me a couple of years.
Give him a couple of years. It took you what?
He'll
5
get bored.
years? How many years did it take him to get the build done?
6? 5. 5, I think.
I think it was 4 or 5. I think it's been in planning for a while.
Yeah.
Take out the comp with pistons that are flying out of your Subaru.
Competition, I think. Take out the competition with pistons that fly out of your Subaru. I think that's cheating. Yeah, 5-ish. 5-ish years.
Could work. But you're going to take yourself out first anyway.
Oh, 4 on just the output. That's not that bad then.
Yeah. Because, yeah, there was a decent amount of planning that went into it before.
And collecting parts.
Because he was going to do it on the Liberty.
Yeah.
No, because he started collecting the parts to do it on the Liberty, then decided to do it on the Outboat.
Which is a much better option.
Yeah. Especially considering he's now a family man.
Yeah, true.
He needs that family car life. You know, with the full sound deadening and the full competition stereo and the STI bottom end, billet wheel turbo. Family car, man. Family car.
You said do it once, do it right. I agree.
Yeah. And I like the fact that he went to 6-speed as well.
Yes.
Like the straight cut would have been cool, but the 6-speed was decent.
Do it once, do it right, then go big power. Sorry, change mind and go big power. That's great.
He did put head starts in, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think we would have let him put a motor together without head starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're that silly, are we? Friends don't let friends put motors together without head studs. If one of your friends is building a Subaru and you let them put stock head studs in, you aren't friends. Like, I don't care if it's open deck or closed deck or semi-open, semi-closed.
ARPs.
You put head studs in if you rebuild. Yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, so yeah, see.
Neil almost bought an RX-8 for 2,500 yesterday.
Neil, buy my car for $6,000 so I can go buy a Sora.
Don't buy a Sora. Oh wait, no, that's right. You want a transplant engine and box.
Like I said, it's going to be a transplant. It's not going to be a permanent thing.
Get the daily.
Even though I do like the
sell
looks
the
of
lib and then do that.
No, that's going to be my daily. Like, I'll still daily.
Oh look, we can call it quits now. We've reached 100 messages for today's stream.
You only just noticed that?
That just came up then. Oh.
It went past ages ago.
Did it?
I saw it ages ago. Well, that's the thing. The Sora I'm looking at is 1J.
True.
It's 1J twin turbo and manual.
True.
Like, and if I were to sell my lib for $6,000, I could buy this car tomorrow, have it registered, and go hard. Rohan says, yeah, but then the end of the day, they're not going to have a good day. However, it's a rotary, so you can smell the apex seals as soon as you start it on an RX-7 anyway. Yeah, the RX-8s, though, they were underpowered because they only ran an NA13B, and the oil pump for the apex seals always died out, so you'd run. That's why the RX-8s used to blow motors so often. The oil pumps would die out, so you weren't injecting oil onto the apex seals, so you were running the motor without oil pretty much, and she's dead.
That's not ideal.
Yes. See, if you bought my car for $6,000, I could probably go big single in about a month's time.
Gee.
Oh, dude, it'd all be Chinese eBay crap. I ain't buying a carrot. Or they just run out of oil, because that's another thing. Because
it's fine. No one's running out of oil at the moment. It's cheap as.
Yeah, they didn't have a like a secondary oil thing for the squirters. It was just from the pump.
Oh, Neil said that's why I premix your fuel, so no need for oil injection. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you pretty much get rid of the oil injection and just, that's why you see them smell like two-strokes and all that. And no, it's not a 50-50 mix. God, that would be so expensive if it was a 50-50 mix.
That would be terrible. Would that even
That's
work?
Crazy.
I feel like that
work.
wouldn't work.
It wouldn't smell good.
Yeah. Oh.
Could you imagine how much?
I just found the Plantronics headphones you were talking about.
Oh, they're mine.
Yeah, yours are the Plantronics.
I thought I'd seen some somewhere. There's some OG headphones.
Where
Pretty
did you
sure
get
I got
these
them
from?
off my mate.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure I got them off my mate from who lives in Western Australia.
Okay. Well, they're here when you want them.
Yeah, that's fine. But like I said, Neil, hook a brother up. Just buy my car. Transfer me the money. Me and my mate will drive my car up to you with the Sora. And then we'll drive back in the Sora.
That's funny.
Just run avgas. No. I feel like it'd be fun, but not for very long.
Not life advice.
It's my kind of life advice.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Look I used to run E85 in my GCA.
The red one is on avgas.
Damn, son.
Is it actually? That wouldn't surprise me, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure we had the 100 thing a while ago.
Yeah, I think it's because my chat window reloaded at some point. So I probably counted 100 messages from then.
But yeah, I feel like that's all the questions we're going to talk about this week.
Yeah, we're at like an hour and a half anyway, so... Yeah.
So what we'll do, though, is...
join us on Monday to Friday. Yes? No.
Yeah, Monday to Friday. Come talk about some computer stuff.
Grab a drink.
I feel
that's half disappearing. Come sit down, grab a drink.
Yeah, we probably won't have the background, so it's a bit more relaxing. Yeah, like I said, I might join, especially if there's people wanting to talk about gaming kind of stuff.
Yes. We will formulate our plan, and then, well, either way, we'll be live.
Well, the other thing is, we could also do that happy hour with the thing I was talking about the other day. You know how you purchase said game?
Haha, yes. Yep.
See, we could probably throw that in every once in a while. So not just a happy hour to come chat with us, but happy hour come game with us.
We might do that as something separate. But, yeah.
Compare your skills against Nathan.
What skills? I haven't played for ages.
I guess you could probably try to verse me as well if you really want. What time was that again, Nathan?
3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, starting next week.
Yes.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
anyway.
so
we'll see how that goes, but yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, come talk techie stuff. Like I said, I might join in with him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you guys enjoy mine and Nathan's banter? Leave a comment down below. I feel like we do alright.
Yeah.
I feel like in the 5 years we've made a little bit of a connection. You being the good yin, I being the bad yang.
No comment.
Kind of balances it. Kind of balances it out. Yeah. So
anyway, cool.
3 to 4 on Monday to Friday.
Yep. That'll be on the dot mill, which you can see down there.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, do you want to pop it in the chat now as well? Just a link to the dot mill. Like I know you've got it on the post, but yeah. So this is Nathan's tech side. So the dot mill. Pretty sure you have. Did you put videos on YouTube about like why it's called the dot mill and all that yet?
Not yet, no. So I might start with that one if we don't have a caller for Monday. Or I might just do a video about that beforehand.
Yeah, just jump over there and we'll talk to you then. Because we're trying to separate. Obviously, we get caught up a fair bit with mixing tech and car kind of stuff. So we'll try to distinguish a 3P for the car kind of chat and the dot mill for the IT based kind of stuff, which you're going to have on Nathan's side, lots of experience with like proper technical stuff. Like what were you at the college? Give them a quick rundown of like your old positions and stuff you could do.
Well, okay, I started off as an IT trainee, so I'd been dying to do that since I found out that position was available, which I think was in like grade 8 or something, or grade 7. But you couldn't do it till you were in grade 11 and 12. So I finally got into that in, I think, the end of grade 11, start of grade 12, something like that. And yeah, did that. So that was good fun and what I wanted to do for ages. Then after that I did a whole bunch of stuff, but basically I moved my way up and became IT manager at the last job that I had before I left to start 3P. So I've done a whole bunch of stuff, and it wasn't just a professional thing. I had what you'd probably consider a small to medium enterprise network in my bedroom at home when I was a teenager. So
he also had a slight hoarding obsession.
Had? How do you mean had?
He has a terrible hoarding obsession.
I'm throwing out a lot of stuff at the moment,
which makes me proud. But yeah, so you've got that.
I actually want to wrap this up so I can get back to that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So you have that on Nathan's side. My side's pretty much, I've always wanted to learn computers, never had the funds, and now I've got the funds, kind of.
Ish. We now have the opportunity to make that happen.
Yeah, and I'm fairly knowledgeable. I catch on pretty quick.
Yes.
But I'm more gamer side. If you're having gamer issues and your computer's playing up because of gaming things, I'm probably a bit quicker with those. But yeah, so we'll most likely talk to some of you guys Monday to Friday
next week. But we'll be back doing this anyway next week from 8:30 p.m.
next Thursday.
Ish.
Yeah. Do we want to do what? Have we decided what next week is? Do we want to continue the FAQs?
No, I think we'll do what we were going to do. So that was, what was it? Mods? Modifications.
Yeah, so next week one.
Best
common modifications.
Both. Yeah, common modifications
like
for your
what
Subaru.
we'd recommend.
Yes.
Like the best things to do first up, which kind of works with what Aaron asks. Was it Aaron who asked something about a Forester?
That was buying a Forester.
No, who asks about what's the first mod you'd do? It's pretty much what he asks.
I forget. We'd have to go back.
But yeah, it's pretty much that. Just what we do to like GC8s and stuff like our first.
Oh gosh, there's too many messages to figure out.
What we did to all of them. That's alright, we'll look through it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for joining us again, guys. We'll be back next week.
Have fun.
See yous.
Bye. How do I play this thing? Ah.